Does this feel the same as last year?
Absolutely. I'm pretty good at recalling. That's one of my biggest strengths. And to already game plan against Texas last year and understand kind of their philosophy on defense and what they want to do, it's easy for me to recall some of the things that they did last year. Now, obviously, with the whole season, or a whole off season in between their team last year and who they are this year, there can be some things that they throw at us. And with that, I use my experience to try to come back at that. But from what we understand of Texas, I'll be able to recall some of the stuff we learned last year, throw in some of the new ideas that we put together this year, and just execute whatever play is being called.
Coach Kelly tried to downplay the quarterback situation. He says, "Hey, that doesn't really matter. Our run game is going to carry us, this and that." And how do you downplay? Do you understand what he's doing when he's downplaying that?
When you have two, of our best playmakers at this position, it's easy to downplay it because you're going to get out of us. You're going to get guys who are going to compete. You're going to get guys who are going to expect greatness out of themselves. You're going to get guys who want to go out and make plays. So to downplay us is more of an opportunity to show you that there's not too much worry coming out of us. We're going to go out there. You're going to get out of us. We're going to play hard. We're going to try to make plays. We'd rather put the light on to the offensive line and the run game, which we know is going to be dominant as well, and allow them to take all the light while we go out there and just do what we do. Obviously, he understands at a higher level than any of us what he plans on doing, and as he continues to see what Texas does and he game plans himself, he'll put together the right formula for us to go out and win a game.
As you compare and contrast what you guys did last year to what you think you will do this year, what are the similarities, what are the differences?
Right, so the similarities I'd say are we have a star at receiver in Torrey Hunter. We're going to try to get the ball in his hand. But the cool thing about last year's team and about the Notre Dame offense and what Coach Kelly likes to do is that we don't truly have an identity. We don't set our protection to one guy. Every week we do something completely different to try to throw defensive coordinators off because we have this cerebral players to do so. So I kind of like to think that our identity is not having one. You never know if we're going to come out and throw for 50 passes a game, if we're going to go out and throw the ball 10 times a game and hand it off. But with the talent that we have and the cognitive ability from the players to be able to go out and run different styles of offenses and touch different styles of things, and you can do a little bit of everything.
Will was such a big play guy, and I'm sure Torrey is too, but is he as much of a deep threat as Will Fuller was for you guys?
Will is special in his ability to adjust the ball and put his body in between him and the ball and the defender. So to say that Torrey as well is completely different. Now Torrey has some other things that he's really good at. Coming from the slot receiver, he's learned to be fearless. He's learned to be able to run full speed into places where there's a lot of big guys. And with that, that's what you like your playmaker to have. You want to put the ball in his hands at all positions. Will is an outside receiver who like to get space from guys. Torrey's a guy who can do that as well as step inside and still run across the ground, still run a slot.